was in the background, you was in the front. I was in the back of the club, turned up.
Of course we will look into it. Yes, I'm aware that it's an election year. Keep a hold of your hat, Counselor. Now is not the time to lose your nerve. It would appear that someone has hocked a rose gold wedding ring and matching engagement ring. Sound familiar?
Deirdre Muller.
Press the pawnbroker and see what you can find out. The address is 348 South Main Street. The Muller case goes before the grand jury next week, and the DA does not want any egg on his face. Then get out to the railroad depot on Santa Fe Avenue. We have another poor unfortunate found this morning beside a railroad line. 40-year-old white woman.
Right, Skipper.
Damn. We gotta go to the pawnbroker, huh? Welcome back to LA Noire, everybody.
And Deirdre Muller's ring. The Emperor may soon have to come to terms with the fact that he's wearing no clothes.
Exactly. Did you get that book of riddles shoved up your ass? Is that what your old man paid college tuition for?
Watch your mouth about my old man, RuSty. Bring your ass to the car before I decide I want to leave you again. Just like the last episode.
You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
True. True. His story never changed on that. No matter how hard we pressed him.
How can I help you boys?
LAPD.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. Feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
At the H
Thanks for
on
the
it.
tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark.
22
Gives
carat.
you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
All right. I guess. You know, I'm not going to sit here and expect you to remember everybody's,
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly
everybody's
are we
face. To the rail yard, you fucking dickhead.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Perp is having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that one?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letters. The Dahlia letters are genuine, and the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Mullen.
And how do we prove that, Phelps?
Damn.
Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity. You boys ready? Follow me.
You know it. Oh, we gotta follow you in the car?
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, RuSty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, RuSty. I just don't like it.
Damn.
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Okay. What's up, bud? What you got for me?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
Okay.
The smell?
Very good. There is the usual evacuation smell, but it appears she's been living rough for quite some time.
Very strong
Yeah.
smell of alcohol.
Well, the autopsy will tell, but I would assume that she was inebriated.
Another
You're probably
missing ring.
drunk as hell.
Certainly seems I've been swabbing a lot of bare fingers recently.
Can you be more exact about the time of death?
No later than 2 a.m. The state the body was in, a 1 or 2 hour window is the best I can do.
Okay. Appreciate you. Alright, that's all we can search on her. We got some stuff right here, it looks like. What's in the... Oh. What's in the bag? We always gotta start with the bag. That way we can get some kind of identification going on. Her name is Evelyn. I hope this letter finds you in a better way than last parted. Bitter words.
Someone was trying to get her to come home. Go
Evelyn
over to the lot and
Summers.
see what they know about her.
Movie lot
That's gonna
job.
be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Oh yeah, it does say 1941 on there. But why would she have that old ticket in there?
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her. This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
It could be though. Why was she trying to pack up and bounce?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Yep. True. Let's go make this phone call real quick.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor. Closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. Is that all the clues? Yeah, it is.
Detective Phelps and
Let's
Galloway.
talk to Buddy
homicide.
here.
Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We were shutting cars over to the main line when I saw this man here lying on top of this woman. The woman wasn't moving and seemed to be in a bad way.
What time was this?
About 7:30 this morning, sir.
Thanks for your help. Have you given Patrolman Hart your details?
I have, sir.
Thank you. You can go now.
All right. Thanks for your help. He was the one laying on top of her?
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her.
What the
Nothing against the
fuck?
law.
What a
Shut up.
weirdo.
Law
Take your
against
beating
it?
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine.
That's the same kind of lipstick
No. I found it near
from
her
the other
purse.
murders, ain't it?
I thought she could use some lipstick.
RuSty, stop.
Hit him
Don't hit
again,
him.
Rusty. Hit him again.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
Yeah, he's
Did you take any
asleep,
money?
unfortunately.
Wasn't any to take. I found her lipstick in her matchbook over on the mat. Not much else.
You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
You're not being 100%
Why didn't you
with me.
report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
Clyde,
You and some friends
get
of
this
yours.
sack of
What?
shit into a cell. I'll deal with him later.
Sure, RuSty.
Good morning, ladies.
What a fucking weirdo. What a weirdo. No. Not this one. We don't want this fucking car. We want our car. We want the Rushmobile. Wait, hold on.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fine. Where are we headed? You read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah, I read about that.
These people are starving. They can't do that.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the communists.
Really? Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Watch your mouth. You know what you're saying?
The people of this country overthrew a king. You think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
Drink, fellas.
Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Madge. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain
What
in
does
the
that
ass,
mean?
always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money. She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
a bunch of these guys. There's one guy in here. So we'll just
What's your
talk to
name?
him.
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well
Yeah, I
did you
bet
know
you
her?
do see my
I
point.
can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Hmm.
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home. Writing.
Liar.
I think you're lying, McCaffrey. You saw Evelyn last night.
Unless you're some kind of oracle, I think you're going to have a hard time proving that, detective.
Oh, damn. There's nothing that actually can link him. Maybe.
I've been helpful. I think it's time you and your colleague
You
went
shut up.
along.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Doubtful.
You want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
McCaffrey, we're not finished with you. You had your chance to cooperate.
Okay, so I fucked up. He probably was telling the truth on the first one. But I wanted to accuse him. Everybody always be
You can
lying.
drive. And where exactly are we going?
Wait, that's where we are, I think, right? Let's go here.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, RuSty.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of Evelyn Summers.
Evelyn? She's dead?
You knew Evelyn
Yeah,
Summers, Mr.
she's freaking
Robbins.
dead.
Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Okay.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let
You
us
kept
take
her
some
shit
to
all the
road,
way
this case
out
might
here?
get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
Oh, damn. She legit had like a little face back here.
She wasn't always such a loner.
Got a book.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
Can we examine it?
And she was borrowing books from Grosvenor McCaffrey.
That's what would have linked him to her.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before.
That's the freaking evidence that we needed. Probably.
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place. Corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
What is this?
When exactly did Evelyn work in the pictures? A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
Hmm. I think that's it, yeah? Right? Yeah, that's everything. Alright, let's see.
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit? To pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Seems pretty straight about it.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Okay.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
Again, pretty
I got the
straightforward.
impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Yeah. True.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
I think you probably do, though. Because she fucked with McCaffrey somehow. We don't really know, like, we don't really know how too much yet besides the book thing. But we're gonna say, you
We're
know,
struggling for leads, Robbins. Did she know McCaffrey?
She idolized him. From what I gather, the feeling was far from mutual. He seems to peddle a revolutionary stance, fixing the ills of society. You could see how it would appeal to down-and-outs like Evelyn.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
Okay. Thanks, bud. We're gonna get the son of a bitch. They got her. That we are.
Car 11K, Car 11 King, KGPL.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central. Go to.
11 King, in or out?
Return to
Let's
Central,
not keep
huh?
the man waiting.
Damn. Everybody get out of the way. We got places to be and things to do, eh? I don't know why I'm talking with an accent, you know?
Central Unit, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
We are on it. You know it.
Ice those folks. You leave no witnesses, you stay out of the
I'm not
poke.
riding all the way to Santa Ana and then on to Cincinnati with you pissing in my
But
ear.
I'm tired of always being on the lam.
I don't have a choice. A stick-up charge is still a stick-up charge, and I ain't going back inside.
Facts, that man's
You're
smart.
both coming with me. Don't do anything stupid.
Whoa. We gotta run it. Oh, we got a Bonnie and Clyde here? What the fuck is going on?
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Oh, we're on.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Damn, we fucking the city up.
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road.
These motherfuckers just be flying, bruh. Straight through, straight through. We saw you. Damn, he's causing hella accidents. Yo, he just ran that motherfucker over. Of course we hit the wrong car. Come on, RuSty. Damn, are they dead? Are they freaking dead?
Show me your hands.
Yeah, get the fuck out of the car. Bitches.
Car 11K calling KGPL. Code 4 at the Lucas Avenue trolley station. The 459 suspects are in custody.
Roger, 11K. All units, code 4 on the 459 suspects at the Lucas Avenue trolley station.
Yeah.
Can you drive to this one?
You driving, RuSty. What's the word?
Is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
Great. Pinker and Carruthers.
That's the guy from the papers. Solved that big case.
What's the word, fellas?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, RuSty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, RuSty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And to follow up on Evelyn Summers, I want daily reports.
Daily reports?
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin.
You want us to
We
do
got
all
our
of that?
orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Hey,
All
I
right.
gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
We need an APB.
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks.
Hey.
The bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
You know the way. You can drive.
You know you made.
We do
Fine.
gotta go
Where
to
are we headed?
the bowling alleys.
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What you got to do with it?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out.
The friggin' bowling alley. This is a nice looking bowling alley too. Low key, that lane looks slick.
Hello, RuSty. 2 on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
We're conducting an investigation, ma'am. Do you know the name Evelyn Summers?
Sounds like I should. Oh, maybe it could be Jimmy's friend.
Jimmy?
James Tiernan. He's a pin setter. One day he
Where's old
introduced
James
me
at?
to a lady after work. Stuck in my mind because she was much older, too old for him.
Where can we find Jimmy, Florence?
He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back.
Thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
Let's go get him.
Oh, is that him?
Tiernan! LAPD!
Damn, bruh. Hey, that kind of looked like the guy too that it showed in the cutscene.
There!
Oh, shit.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight.
What do you mean, the extra
These are flashy
weight?
cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
I tried to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. Another runner. Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to lam it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means.
For real, they always be dipping.
You gotta get me closer.
If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him
There
for
it
reckless
is.
endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble.
There it is. We got one of them.
Hit
Come
him,
on,
Cole.
man.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Yeah. Good shooting there, Russ.
Give it up! LAPD!
Get the fuck out of the car. You fucking punk. His job's gonna be like, where the fuck did James go? Yeah, I like this car. We're gonna get this car. This motherfucker fast. He drive, actually.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
We're going to McCaffrey's apartment, bud. We're pulling up in style. Alright. The apartment 6.
McCaffrey is in apartment 6.
I think the old lady told us that too, but still had to double check. 3, 4, so probably be on the 2nd floor. Seven, so it's probably 6. Oh, that's 8. 6, here we go. Just kick the motherfucker down.
Seems like anybody's home.
There we go. Oof. Caught him red-handed.
He said he was at home. He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
Facts.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him.
Don't
and in a
worry
hurry.
about it.
Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Okay. Is that
Market in
everything?
command of a
Is that
killer.
everything in here, though?
Surely we can write him up to that. A citation, at least.
This. Oh, there's still one right here. The other part of the torn letter. So we were low key right.
At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene.
When we picked the torn letter earlier, we was low key right, but we really needed the book
Junk.
to link them together because we hadn't found this part of the letter yet. We knew it though. Fucking knew it. That guy was just a little too weird. And he got a pigeon coop.
That's the cop from the newspapers.
Yeah? What's up, bud? What
I
else
used
you
to
got
be
to say?
indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
That's still indecisive. Literally, that's what... Do you know what indecisive means, sir? Means you're unable to choose. I don't think he knows what it means, guys.
Grosvenor McCaffrey!
Stop your fucking running.
Sit down and we'll talk. I'll go get our wheel.
I'm dead, but that's how they run down. Fuck you. Fuck you.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight. Lock him up and throw away the key.
Yeah, you know we're going to. You know we're going to. We on your ass, postman. We on your ass, postman. Come on, get it a little closer so I can tackle him. Come on, Phelps. Come on, Phelps. Come on, Phelps.
Give it up, LAPD.
Get him, Phelps. Pull the gun out. There we go. There's that tackle.
McCaffrey, you're under arrest on suspicion of murdering Evelyn Summers.
He was a football player, Cole Phelps was. Track star ain't a football player.
We need to get downtown and
He
wrap
went to
this
the
thing
went
up.
to the military
Gotta be
for
careful.
what?
Unless Tyranny set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson did, do you?
It's definitely McCaffrey.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dog?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, RuSty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Yeah. RuSty needs to do a little more due diligence sometimes, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. I like the new car. I really like that. I wish I had the police radio in it though.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, gentlemen?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Okay. Okay, let's start
Bust in there and find
with
the
Tiernan.
goddamn evidence.
I want to make a homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that bad.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Alright.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
You're lying already.
Keep
You
lying to
said
me
you
and
were
I'll
the
have you
last one to
charged and in
see
front of a
her.
grand jury before your feet touch the ground.
How can you possibly prove Evelyn and I were more than friends?
You can't expect me to turn a blind eye, can you? No. Can you bring me the file? Were you at home last Saturday?
Hmm.
You really think I'm gonna squeal?
How come this is so hard to believe? A man and a woman
Damn.
getting along, liking each other just as friends.
How long is this gonna take?
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
So I
She
missed some
wanted something
evidence.
of his.
I was pretty sure that was it.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night.
You're lying.
I don't remember.
Because you were drinking.
You're lying, Tiernan. You've been fighting with her. You fought, and...
I'm not lying! She got up and left, that was it!
What the hell is the LAPD up to these days?
She left, but she came back. She bought you a quart of whiskey to make it up to you. She told the liquor store owner. You're in deep trouble, buddy.
Yes, sir.
She said she loved me. She wanted to care for me. But she would never stop talking about McCaffrey. McCaffrey was a writer, McCaffrey was a hero, McCaffrey cared for the little guy.
Did you kill her, Tiernan?
I might as well have. I kicked her out. She had nowhere to go.
Hey, do you fellas need me to stick around much longer?
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
We use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Can I touch this guy? Say not.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. A big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk
You
to
know
McCaffrey.
a lot about her.
You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the
You know a lot about her.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand
Okay.
jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
He's in room 2.
Guy gave his wife a tag.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all
You
the
fucking
answers?
better be.
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touche, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
We got you now because we got the evidence. We got the
You'll have
book.
to do better than that, Grosvenor. We know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
The book with your name on it. Bucko!
We know that you thought enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her.
Yeah, you did it. You killed her.
Ah. Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Evelyn died
Ooh, I
sometime
don't
around
like you.
midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home.
Oops.
Writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're lying.
You're lying, McCaffrey. You were out at the rail yard.
And what do you have that proves I was there?
Because you got the other half of the torn letter, bucko.
How about half of Augusta Summers' last correspondence with her daughter?
What are you talking about?
After you were done beating Evelyn, you searched her and found her mother's letter. That old lady's anguish amused you.
I know nothing about a letter or Evelyn's goddamn mother.
Well, it was at your house.
So what was it doing on your writing desk?
I don't know, but if I didn't put it there, somebody else did. Try exercising your powers of deduction on that.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
Maybe.
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The
We have an
evidence says that you
accusation
killed her.
against you.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
We have a pretty much, yeah, a whole testimony. He looks so calm too. Look at him, so cocky. So cocky. Hopefully this is it. And that's why it popped up
You
for
guys
us.
got somewhere you need to be?
Do
You're
you?
ruining the ambiance.
Alright, fuck you.
Tiernan is prepared to testify.
Let's go.
You threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him,
Holy
and he
shit.
explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
What do you... Now I don't know. Now I don't know. Because... that kind of made sense what he just said. Right? Like... that totally made sense. But it still kind of does point to this guy. So now okay, so he thinks that if we
You were Tiernan, Grosvenor.
go back and talk to
Make
him,
it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
go back to him.
Nice boys getting me on the side.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go? It's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
Dude, like he's found. Oh.
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, Detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it.
You're kind of emotional. The other guy is so calm.
Wait here.
The other guy's so calm, though. I really think it still was
I mean, you know you made it if you got that desk.
McCaffrey. I still think it was him. Just because it's too easy to charge the guy that doesn't remember and all that. And look at him, so calm and confident and cocky.
Grover
charging
McCaffrey,
him.
I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys, you bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot at a prison graveyard.
Hell yeah. Well, we missed a couple questions, but we got all the clue. All the clues. I definitely think it was McCaffrey. Let me know what you guys thought below in the comments. Because, like I said, I think it would have been just too easy to blame the guy that just didn't remember anything, especially if he was all drunk. That's probably why he didn't remember anything. He seemed like a good kid too. I don't know. I think we made the right choice though. But if you guys liked it, leave a like, sub if you're new. Check out the channel for more content. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Peace.